So we're going to be walking through how to do task description labeling here. Essentially, you're going to be looking at a video. You'll have a few keyboard shortcuts. You'll see the label overlaid on top of the video, and you'll see all the labels across the entire video with timestamps on the right here. So let's get started. The video is going to default play at 4x. You can read the label on top here to make it simple. So focusing on this will save you time. Playing it, inspecting the adhesion of the shoe sole near the heel. They are pretty much inspecting it since they're not actually doing any adjustments. So you can hit V to hit verified. So looks like head back. The label actually changed, so I'm heading back to this using my left arrow. Then I'll hit V. Once you hit V to validate, which is one of the keyboard shortcuts, it jumps you forward to the next label. So now I'm verifying the stability shoe attachment along the side. Yes, they're still pretty much just picking at the bottom of the sole. We're looking to get task descriptions that are truthful and verifiable generally to what they're trying to do in the video. That means you don't need to be absolutely precise, but you have to be truthful of what they're actually trying to do. And so all of these labels would fit within that criteria. So once you hit complete, you can go to the next one, separating a white envelope from the stack and removing the screen protector. That's correct. That's what they did. You can watch it inspecting the screen protector for defects and placing it in the basket. That's correct. Processing the 13 PRM screen protector by inspecting and binning it. So it seems like the machine is assuming this says 13 or B. We do not need details like this because there is a risk that that is incorrect. So you can use the keyboard shortcut E, and now you're editing the label. And you can, what I'm gonna do is just jump over to the 13. I'm gonna delete that detail and hit enter to make the change. And now it says processing the screen protector by inspecting and binning it. That is much closer to what is truthful than before. I hit V to go to the next label, inspecting another screen protector and picking up the 14 Plus model. Again, these details are risky. We don't know if they're exactly true. So you can click E to edit the label, jump to the detail, which is 14 Plus, the detail of the object. Delete that and delete the detail. We can hit space again or click it to watch the remainder of that video, and the remainder of that video looks correct. So you can hit V to validate that one as well. Jumping to the next one. What we're trying to do here is we do not need to label atomic actions. What we want is a high-level task description. These are all task descriptions of generally what the goal is. So placing seedling into empty nursing bag, that's correct. I hit V before the label ended, so I'm just gonna jump back, hit V. Now it's moving on to the next one. Scooping potting mix to cover the seedling roots, that's correct. Filling the main section of the nursery bag with potting mix. That's correct. So the nursery bag is just the pot, essentially, for the seedling. And we are continuing to fill it with pot mix, so you can verify it. Topping up the nursery bag with more potting mix. That's correct. So this is a perfect video. We can mark complete and move on to the next episode. You can hit space to play the video. Packaging the initial sets of fishing stoppers into bags. So yes, that's correct. That's what we're doing. We're just doing packaging. So I'll hit V to validate. I'll just jump back. Inserting them into bags and sealing them. Verify to correct. Continuing to package rubber fishing stoppers into plastic bags. That's correct. We're still packaging. Filling bags with tackle components and adding them to the finished pile. That's correct. Moving on. Completing the packaging process for the remaining fishing tackle units. We're going to validate that as well. Mark that complete, and we're going to move on. Playing this, vigorously kneading and pressing the yellow dough in the metal bowl. That's correct. So you'll notice that I don't need to watch the entire timestamp because it's become very clear in the initial stages of this label by the 15th or 10th second even that this is correct, that you are actually kneading yellow dough in the metal bowl. And so once you've validated, you can go ahead and just hit validate V on your keyboard and you can jump to the next label. Briefly inspecting the dough consistency and resuming the kneading process. That's correct. Continuing to fold and press the dough to ensure a smooth, uniform texture. Yes, it seems like they are folding and pressing the dough, even though fold and pressing the dough is the same as kneading here. They're very similar in this case.